Welcome back to the Austin Real Estate Roundup, where I, Jaymes Willoughby, talk about the market in Austin, Texas every week to let you know what's happening right now. So let's jump right on in. I wanted to go in and look at active listings right off the bat. We talked several weeks ago about eclipsing 15,000 listings. Looks like we're there with 15,173 listings, which is substantially higher than this time last year. We're calling this week 5 of June. We had just over 12,000. So this year, same time period, 15 plus, almost exactly 3,000 more listings. Right now with actives and pendings, last week we put on 1,070 new listings, and but only 813 of those homes that are on the market had sold or went pending, I should say. And so what that does is that leads us to what we call the market absorption rate. See right here, looking at weeks of inventory, we're now at 18.66. It's actually higher than I thought it would go. We've been hovering in the 18 range, and now we're approaching 19 and maybe 20. Who knows? So yeah, we definitely have more homes for sale. We have a holiday weekend upon us, July the 4th. So I don't anticipate a surge in pending activity this week. So that's going to lead to more inventory next week. Last video we talked about failed listings, and so I'm going to scroll to that page. And at the end of every month is when most of the listing contracts expire, and so we can see what happened since we just rolled into actually July 1st. That's when we're recording this. So that picked up 592 listings that expired yesterday, all in one day, and so that's quite a bit higher than the 478 the year before, and way higher than what we had last month. End of last month, we had 461. So expired or failed, as we like to call it, is a listing that went on the market, and for whatever reason, it did not get sold, probably price, and the term of the listing agreement went through. Most of them are 6 months long. So these are folks that have basically tried the whole first half of the year, or maybe even more. So that's kind of a telltale sign of the market. If you're not priced right, if you're not the best looking listing that you're competing with in your area, you're probably going to be the bridesmaid. And maybe the next week, another listing may be priced better than you or better value than you. So if your home's not selling, there's a reason why. Now, on the flip side of the coin, if you're a buyer, interest rates actually ticked down a little bit in the last week. And there's, obviously we just talked about it. There's a good selection of homes. So if you're a buyer, this is your market. If you're a buyer and a seller, it's always your market as long as you're buying into the same market. In other words, if you're moving from here to Seattle, that's one thing. But if you're moving from here to a different neighborhood in the Austin metro area, then it's probably a good time to think about buying. So anyway, until next week, let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you then. Thanks. Bye-bye.